Hey YouTube, I'm gonna do a quick video about earth angels and nature, about why earth angels feel so close to nature and why they're always in nature. I think a big part of it is just so they can feel, well, they like being alone a lot. That's a big part of it too, being out alone and hiking and gathering your thoughts, and it really feels like it helps ground them to the earth. I know I actually built a little peaceful place. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. I went and got this sand from the river down there. Well, actually, right now the river's further east. If you could see, you can see where the river was, and the river's actually past there, where all the other trees are, further east, and it fills into all those ponds. But that's where I got all the sand from, and I actually drove it up here. Laid down some plastic, laid it all out, and it's nice to walk barefoot in the sand. Helps you feel grounded to the earth. And put a little bench there. And yeah, being out in nature is very important, and I know earth angels definitely love it. Even when I was a kid and we used to go to Lake Havasu all the time, just the smell of the water and seeing all the fish, and I remember just going underwater and just looking around, and it's a whole different environment. And that's one thing that I think earth angels can have something to relate to, because they don't really fit in anywhere, but um, earth angels always love nature. People always saying, oh, you should be a marine biologist. Or I remember one time we were inside and I was walking away from my grandmother, and she just goes, hey, you should work with animals. And I spin around and I look through. There's a little gap in the door where the blinds were, and I look right through, and there's a bobcat at 2 o'clock in the afternoon walking by. And I run past my grandmother, both my grandparents. I open the door, and the bobcat rears up on uh, two legs, and we just stare at each other for like 5 seconds. So then he just takes off and jumps the fence, and I was the only one that even seen him. They didn't even get a chance to see him. So, but I think it definitely helps earth angels feel more grounded being out in nature, and like I said, the solitude, because earth angels have to recharge their batteries and collect their thoughts, and it's a big part of being an earth angel is solitude. And some people say, oh, well, oh, that's lonely, but it's really not, because earth angels like being alone. And it's not to say that I'm sure earth angels, they do like being around people, but they do need a lot of alone time. One way we can get that is being out in nature and being alone, and it's fun out there. And animals seem to like me a lot too. I mean, I walk right up to deer and they just keep grazing, and it's really cool. There is a whole herd of cows down there now, and the cows, they don't mind me much, but there's a huge bull down there, and he's tried to kill me like 3 times. So yeah, he doesn't like me very much, but luckily I do exercise a lot, and I was able to get away all 3 times. I mean, obviously I'm not going to shoot him, it's, you just have to get away. And yeah, he's huge too. But I know, I'm sure there's some other earth angels that live maybe by the beach or something like that, always in the mountains or rivers, lakes, the coast, farms, and things like that. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that actually built a little peaceful place to get away. And sometimes I remember I was working, I think I was working in like LA, but always seemed to, earth angels always seem to attract narcissists. And before the awakening, it got really frustrating. I felt like the universe and God were playing games with me or something, because they're supposed to only be like 0.5 to 5% of the population, but in my life they were everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And anyways, I ended up having to leave a job because just couldn't take it anymore. I don't like getting angry, and I had to leave. And after I left, I mean, I was in the mountains, deep in the mountains for like every day for like 2 months straight, just in the water, just deep in the mountains. Just try to get my energy back where it should be. And I wasn't even spiritually awake then either. I just knew I needed to get, you know, get out in nature and relax a bit. But I think everyone should though. Anyways, everyone should get out in nature, and it's good for kids, and it's good for everyone, but especially earth angels. And I want to hear other people's stories too, because this is new to me. So if you feel that you're an earth angel, leave it in the comments, or contact me and tell me if you're out in nature a lot and where you like to go and what you like to do and things like that. I haven't been to Lake Havasu in a long time, since I was a kid, but I really loved it there. It was a nice getaway, and yeah, I'd like to go back there. I do want to buy a house like on the coast though, maybe Oceanside or something like that. One of these days, maybe I can get a house right on the beach in Oceanside. I know my mom wanted me to be a marine biologist, but yeah, seems like I was destined to become a carpenter. But it definitely, yeah, toughened me up and made me into a man, that's for sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you feel you're an earth angel, if you're always out in nature, and where you like to go and what you like to do. I'm still learning about all this, and I would really like to connect with other people too. I think that's really important, that we connect with each other. And you know, we're all here for a reason, and everyone's here for a reason. And just anyone who's going through a spiritual awakening, it doesn't have to be if you feel you're an earth angel or a light worker, just anyone. We just all need to support each other. And you know what we're going through right now, it's in 2024, it's a lot. And supposedly lots of coincidences, supposedly there's going to be a lot of people awakening and earth angels awakening in this year 2024. So yeah, let's connect with each other, and I'd love to talk to other people about their experiences. And that's just a quick video about some of my experiences, how I've always loved nature, and just it's just beautiful to smell everything about it. I've always loved nature. I'm always out here. All right, well, that's gonna wrap this video up. Stay tuned for the next video. I still haven't told my story, but I'm gonna do it soon.